Buddy, welcome back. Ooh. So I just got my new computer built, and we're going to test it out tonight. And the simplest way for me to do that is by showing you some Starship interiors. This first one we're going to show you is one of the 3 that I have from the C-Store. And I'm very excited about bringing those to light to show, because there's not really many missions where you explore your own interior. Most of the times when you explore an interior of a starship, it's during a mission. And if you walk around too much, the AI person that is with you will keep bugging you to continue on. So we're going to take this time today and move forward and show you each of the different starship interiors that I have, as well as some starship interiors that go with certain ships that you get from lockboxes. So the first thing you do to visit your interior is you hold down A and go down to visit Starship Bridge. That is the most important thing. Now, one thing I will show you probably noticed, I do got my engineer shirt on, and you might see a pin. This pin on here is from the original PC version of Star Trek Online, the Collector's Edition. This is one of my favorite Collector's Edition of games I have, besides Star Wars Galaxies. That's the other one that I'm just like, I have to have that one. I had it a while ago. Some stuff happened to it, so I had to rebuy it recently. But this is my original copy, and I still have one of the 30-day time trial codes. So, here we go. This interior, if you can't tell, is the Next Generation Enterprise D interior. And what we're going to do is just bring up the map here. So, right here is our center area, or the main bridge. And then if we go this way, we have a turbo lift. Turbo lift, you can go to three different levels. And then over here we have the ready room, or the captain's ready room, and then a little area you can get some rest in if you're feeling tired. But you can also access your bank, library files. You can do duty officer missions, and you just see this is like displayed pretty nicely. I don't know how to change like the paintings or the metal ship. Usually in the other interiors there's a room where you can do that, but not being able to, I'm okay with. And this has the elevation thing, as well as the wood with the computer interface inside it, just like you would see Warfare Yar standing right here. And then right over here is the room where they have all the briefings or whatever with the higher ranking officers of the ship. Sadly, it only goes to here, and I'm actually going to move the camera a little bit so you can get a little better look at everything. Look out the back, you can see back part of the saucer and some nacelles. But we're going to try not to get motion sickness from the camera being too close. And we're going to find ourselves another turbo lift right here. Now we're going to hold down A, and we're going to go to the Deck 8, which is Captain Quarters, Sick Bay. I think it was Living Quarters as well. But we're going to come in here. First turn is a hallway that leads nowhere. But if you look at the interior, you can watch some of the episodes from the show and you're like, this looks familiar. Then we come in here, and here is the captain's quarters. Again, another Galaxy class image on the view screen behind me. You got some books, you got some antiques, it looks like. You got a table, couch, and then finally a bed. Now, you've seen this angle of the room. I think it was like that in one of the shows when I think it was season 1, the Ferengis came in and was messing with Picard's mind. You saw the doctor come in and give Picard a sedative to calm him down so he can get some sleep. Oh, hey, look. They're wearing next-gen uniforms, too. That's pretty cool. So that's the one thing I'm going to try to keep a lookout with a lot of the interiors is, does the uniforms change? Or do they look hideous? Or, in my opinion, hideous. I'm not trying to knock anything on the designers of the uniforms. They're progressions of what they were. And mixtures of like the 60s, the movies, and then the next gen era. But here's the medical bay. This is Dr. Crusher's quarters, or not quarters, but main office. You can see some data, what are they? Data cards or data chips? A pad, a computer. And then we come in here, and here is the med bay. You've seen this in multiple episodes as well. Pretty cool. And just like in all the other ships, you can talk to people and get duty officer missions like so. And as you can tell, he is actually in the uniforms that I don't like. And you can tell how they're a mixture of next-gen movie and next-gen with, I want to say a little bit of the 60s because it has that little stripe, or not the 60s, the first movie, because it has that stripe going along it too, so it, oh hey look, another information screen with different things on it. Anyway, you got some vials of goop, nothing in there. So now we just come back to the hallway here, and I believe it's this way. Teleport pad. I think this is the one where you used to see O'Brien at a lot. I think that's on the same level, but I can not be for sure because there's multiple teleport pads. Can run around here, another dead end. But yeah, you come in here. I think it's from one of the missions where you help Geordi out. You have to beam over and you land here, and you come out here, and you go this way to your next turbo lift. And then we can go to deck 10, which is 10 forward, and some holodecks. We're going to come straight over to here, and look at this. 10 forward. It is a little bit smaller than what I thought it would be, but at the same time, I really don't mind because it gets the feel across. And we have our counselor here. She's wearing the new uniform, but everybody else walking around is wearing, again, the next generation uniforms. We have the bartenders and a chef and more people in next gen stuff. He's holding a drink. I think the one thing that I would love to see from this game is customization of your crew. And then let's say you do have a counselor or all the main important roles, assign your bridge officers to those. That way you can run into them throughout the ship, like instead of them just being on the bridge. But I understand why they're on the bridge, because that helps with selling why their abilities are being used and whatnot. So I understand that. So here's our first holodeck. Sadly, you cannot like activate it and do some kind of training simulation, but I think that'd be cool. Just if you would be able to invite your crew or your friends over, you want to do a private PvE match, well, load up a holosim, and that's how you access it. That'd be a cool way to do it. And then we're over here to holosim number 2. And bam. That's this one. This is the only ship I remember seeing a holodeck on, so that's kind of cool. When I say only one on, I mean as in the game. Most interiors, I don't remember them putting the time into showing the holodecks, but we'll find out as we go through. And then back around and we go back into 10 forward. So we're going to come in here, go to the last area, deck 36, engineering. And we got a wallway. Most of the doors don't open, but again, Enterprise D or a Galaxy class layout, so you can see where certain things are. And if you have good enough eyesight, I think you might be able to read that, but I don't. Only thing I can think is deflector dish, nacelles, warp. I think warp cores. Yeah, I don't know. That's about all I know. You have this console here, which you saw, I think Geordi and Data, even Wesley, all worked on throughout the show. And there's top-down view, or 2 top-down views, so you can see your operations officer. Again, new uniforms, more Galaxy class displays. your warp core. And I think this is the chief engineer. Nope, just an engineering officer. The one thing I do miss from the old PC version is you could assign your bridge crews to be in charge of different areas of the ship. It used to be under duty officers, but I don't know how to do it anymore. Because you'd be able to pick like your duty officers or your bridge crew and check for assignments, and that's how you would do your duty officers. So it was really interesting. But since that's everything for the Enterprise D interior, we're gonna beam out. Or not, because I gotta go to the bridge. I guess the bridge is the only area you can do it at. So most interiors, I believe, have 4 levels. Some might only have 3. But we'll see here. Here's my one bridge officer, who I don't ever take with me. Here's 8 of 8, which I usually take with me. Here's Rax, who I always take with me. Tavel, I don't think I take. And as you can see back here, we got Sari, which is 1, a random science officer, random tactical, random science, and Flores, the person I hate, but I made her not as annoying, and then another tactical officer. Which, I just realized, we are missing ground control. I have not ran into him yet. I don't know where he is. Oh well. That is the interior. I hope you enjoyed this one. Because I don't know exactly how much some of the other interiors are going to have. I have 2 other ones from the C-Store, which we'll check out first. And when I go to check them out, I will show you how to change your interiors too, because I know that's important. We just have to load up and dock, load up again, and then run down to the ship selector. And after I do these next 2 C-Store ones, I want to make sure my other ones I can do from out here in space. And then after we do the interiors, I'm going to place up the BRB screen, the screen that you saw before the intro, and then we will. That way, I know where to cut the video off at when I go to edit this down using Twitch's stuff. Then we'll just go do some PvE stuff and maybe some missions on my science officer because I'm trying to complete the Iconian War. Very fun. Now, okay. I can't walk that close to my character. I'm not used to it. So whenever you come down, most of you know how to change your ship, but you select your ship, and we are going to pick this one, because I'm pretty sure this one does not have the bridge I want it to have. So I'm going to show you how to... Oh wait, wrong one. Watcha! I'll show you how to change that. So you go to Customize Starship, and it loads up this menu. You go all the way over to Interiors, and you see how many there are? We are not going to look at all of these because these are mostly based off of each other. Like, the standard here, I believe, is based off of the Constitution because it has that circle in the center. And everybody's off in different directions. The Alliance is based off of the Galaxy class because that's one, or these 3 here. The Diplomat. Was one more? I guess not. Yeah, but these 4 here are based off the Galaxy. And then this one, and these 2, I believe, are based off the Belfast. Now, sadly, I cannot show you the Voyager interior unless I go do a Delta Quad mission. Oh, and the Origin's also based off the Galaxy. That one is a little bit closer to it. But these are actually... I like the Voyager. I just gotta buy them. And I don't have the money to buy them currently. But you select the interior you want. It'll say current right after it. And then you click Save Changes. And you're done. You just back out. Normally, the interiors for me go off of how I want my ship to look. In case some odd reason I'm on the inside of it. On PC, you used to be able to invite people. I'm pretty sure you still can, but I haven't played PC version in a while. But you can invite people to the interior, and it was like a fun thing to do to just invite and show off your stuff. I like the interior a lot. I wish we can get more people in there. So we're gonna go to visit Starship Bridge. And one thing I forgot to mention, my bridge officer, Rax, the Jem Hadar, had the option for us to visit or not visit, but leave in our shuttle. Each bridge has a spot where you can interact with somebody, and you'll be able to select your small ship and then launch into it. I am not going to do that because I like to stay in my big ship if possible. And from here on out, we should not have to land unless something weird is going on with my Defiant. But here you go. This is pretty close. I want to say it's right, like spot on. Mainly because you guys seen my videos, hopefully, of Star Trek VR. Like this chair, spot on. That's a goal of mine to make, by the way, is this chair. You have this, which all this looks spot on. This is moved back a little bit more in VR, and those two consoles are right next to each other. The screens all like look spot on. The only difference is, I think in Star Trek VR right here is the engineering station, and I think the turbo lift is like a little bit more behind me, or a little bit more to the left right over here. I don't know, because usually when I'm playing this bridge, I'm in captain and I can't spin my head enough. But we have sorry, 8 of 8. I guess I gotta rotate the camera again. There we go. And then we have Taval, Flores, Strax, my potato head, and Rax, who's just chilling out. And as you heard, we just got hailed. Pretty cool. They have a lot of the original sound effects. I think they have all of the original sound effects in here. I could be wrong. Right here you can see a Constitution class display. I come in here. So we have 2 decks in here besides the bridge. Crew and engineering. Only 3 total, so it's a little bit smaller than the other one, but that is okay. Alright, so it's this way. I think this is... Oh, here you go. Captain's quarters. Pretty cool stuff. Plane. Baseball. You know. It's what I would think this would look like. Mainly because I'm thinking it's the 60s stuff, and as you can see here, they're all wearing the original series uniforms. When they scan stuff, they're doing the original sound effects. I gotta look which way. So we have 2 ways to go. I'm gonna come down this way first because, well, it's only 2 rooms, and then that's the biggest room. So we're gonna go all the way to the end. There's a Jeffries tube. We cannot go down it, sadly enough. This is conference room, and my envoys are sitting, or my envoy and tactical officer are sitting on the ground. Well, we can access, well, let's find out. Account, bank, over here. Library files, duty officer, missions. And then the next room is the lounge. Look, everybody's sitting on the floor. What the crap? We got chef, counselor, and bartender. I do like how more people are wearing the original series uniforms too. Ah, here we go. Set up our trophies. Go. Prometheus. Let's see where that one went. There we go. That is trophy 1, the Prometheus. And this is... Oh, hey, look. They're early replicators. So this is how we set up everything here. Just come over to the trophy room. Shelf 2. There you go, accolades. We got gas, which I don't really want to do. We're going to do Defiant. Turn around. There it is over there. It is next gen Defiant or DS9 Defiant, that era. And you can fill up the other two. I think this is where the gas would go. Let's go all the way down to the end here. Another Jeffries tube entrance. Again, we can't get into. What is there? I believe this is medical. Yep, sick bay. It's just like hearing the hum of everything. That is the thing I love about interiors, is the sound effects. Even the visuals are amazing. This game is 8 years old, and you know, look at it. One thing I missed about doing the temporal start of the game is the effects that they put on the game to make it look like you're watching an 80s, or not 80s, a 60s TV series. It has like grain and everything else on it. Alright, so that is that. Let's get back to our wonderful turbo lift, wherever it is. Wait, it should be down here. If I don't get stuck. Yep, turbo lift. And let's go check out engineering. Then we'll check out the Defiant Bridge, and then we'll slowly check out the C-Store ships. Or not C-Store, the lockbox ships. Go through this room. Here you go, engineering. Again, everybody's wearing original series stuff. You had a mission or something you do in here with Scotty, I think. Got the engineer, the operations officer. And again, I don't see ground control. I don't know where he is. Engineering lab. This way is the only way with something. More Jeffries tubes going around. Teleporting bay. Transporter. There's your small craft selector. We will do one of those as well, where we go into one and just look at what it is. There's a couple missions you do where you start in the small craft. And here is the hangar bay where the shuttles would be. Which I'm actually kind of sad that they're not in here. But this is the very back of the Constitution class ship. So if you needed to know like where you were and all this, so back of the ship. And I'm pretty sure engineering is where the deflector is. I would like to assume that's where it is. So yeah. Either this is a deflector or one of the nacelles. So I don't really know. I'll have to look at the blueprints and find out. But let's go back to the bridge, and then we'll load into space. Load in the third and final ship. And depending on your captain, you have different beam out. That's what it is, beam out animations. So look, I fixed my chat. Like, my chat on the side was pure white, and it was annoying me. I was like, that ain't the right thing. Alright, I'm going to do this ship next. And if you don't know how to do what I just did, I will explain it after this ship. Alright, this should be set up the correct way. So we will go to Starship Bridge. And I gotta sit, leaning a little bit if I'm gonna... Yeah, I got it the right bridge. So this is the Belfast, or otherwise known as the Defiant Bridge. This is usually where Jack Zia, Dax sat in DS9, the pilot. I think these used to go further up here, but it's been a while since I looked very carefully. Yeah, same with this one. Like, it would come up probably about like... Oh, God. Sorry about that. About right here, and then O'Brien would be sitting here. Worf would be over there. This is where Cisco sat. Hey, look, there's racks. There's 8 and 9. So he's wearing the new uniforms. This is also where the tactical table was, I think it was, and the Rymanlin used to sit at to manage the cloak and everything in the first Defiant. We're going to go to crew deck here. And we're going to go this way. As I noticed, like, it getting very choppy. This is captain's quarters. We got a count bank. What else can we do? Same thing. Set up trophies from it within here. Duty officers files. So there's our shelves. This the. Oh, that's to set up the trophy one. Okay. Let's look at the map. So if we go down this hall, we'll have another. I think it's the transporter room. And it looks like everybody's wearing the current. Okay, no, this is a turbo lift, yeah. Everybody in here is wearing the new uniforms. Which, again, I would love to customize them. But I guess I gotta deal with what I gotta deal with. I'm assuming this is the captain's quarters. And not his, like, ready room. Look like a Jeffries Tube entrance. And really, we got nothing on this side besides hallways. There's not much going on down here, but you know, it's enough to let you know how everything looks. Because right through here is the bridge again. So I'm going to go through here real quick. I'm going to go out the other door. Wait, I went out that door, didn't I? I'm not talking to you. I have that turned off and it still pops up. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. Each of these hallways right here. So this comes up on the side I just entered from. And if I roll around to the other side, I'll come in from the other side of the bridge right there. Oh, that, like, you gotta be careful if you get motion sickness really easily. Because this stuff will get you. I am not going to deny that. Now we're going to go to engineering. So far we only have two different... Look how big that is down there. Two different areas. Or technically three if you count the bridge. So in here is main engineering. You know this from when Jake got stuck in a time loop with his dad got stuck in a time loop. And Jake grew older when his dad didn't, and they had to send his dad back in time, or send a message back to Jake back in time. I forget exactly what it is, but it's one of the cooler episodes where old man Jake gets seen. But here's your Defiant map. I wish we can climb up the ladder, but we can't. We got our operations officer, engineer. Yep, engineer. That's our warp core. We'll go this way. Again, another dead end right there. More trophies. Got our 4 shelves. And a big stand. And then... Well, hold on. So we got a couple ways to go here. They all lead to the same, so we're just going to come through here and walk through. Small craft selector, teleport bay. I think this is the mess hall. There is the counselor. There is the bartender. This is where they used to have the ceremonies where they... I think it's one of the phaser relays or something. As they burn out, they put them up here. Had drinks during the Dominion War. Here's another longer hallway that leads to nothing. Yep, nothing. This is science lab, I guess. Followed by sick bay. So, that is all of the interiors. Our interior for the Belfast Bridge. I just gotta figure out how to get to the turbo lift this way. back to crew deck. Go back to bridge. And we leave interior. That is the 3 sea store ship bridges that I have. Now, we are going to show you the Jem Hadar Bridge, the Kelvin Timeline Bridge, and I think that's all the ones that I have for the others. Alright, so if you want to change your ships while you're in space, you hit start, you go up to ship, go to ship, hold down Y, you have multiple options. Ooh, you can see if this one has a different bridge. Because I never realized, never gave it a train of thought. Bam, look at that. If I load in and it's just a standard bridge, well, we don't have to stick here any longer. A lot of anniversary ships have different bridges. I do not have all of them on the Xbox here. I have most of the newer ones. And we just gotta wait to load. While I take a drink of, hey Coke, do you want to sponsor me? I do that with my I'm staring at you look. Oh, this is pretty neat. I wonder if this is just a bridge or if it's gonna have, got duty officers. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom out one. I don't have to worry about the ceiling. Alright, it looks like it's just a bridge. I'm fine with that though. Like a living bridge. Small floors, small craft selector. I like these plants just like circling. It's pretty cool. This is the Lucari flying saucer bridge. I don't know what's the exact name of this. Lucari Bridge. There you go. Anywho, I hope you enjoy this. And that hissing is those air intakes coming in. Most of these special lockbox ships, or I'm going to say most of the anniversary ships, are just bridges only. Now, we're not going to be looking into any Romulan or Klingon bridges because I don't have any special ones of those. I mainly play as Federation. Let's change to another ship here. And then we're going to do Jem Hadar. Since I'm dressed like a Jem Hadar, I need to show you the Jem Hadar. Actually, very happy today because I ended up getting a ultra rare Phoenix lockbox, not lockbox, but Phoenix thing, and I was able to get my, hey, what's up, dog? Escorts for this ship finally. Because what you have to do is you have to own this carrier and the attack ship, and then you can buy the attack ships as hangar pets. You scared the crap out of me anyway, I know you were there. But let's get down to business and go to the Starship Bridge. We will even load up each of the other 2 Jem Hadar ships I have to see if there's any differences, but I don't think there is. And while we're waiting for this to load, since it's deciding it wants to take a minute, if you ever get your hands on this collector's edition, the game originally came in this like book like thing, and if I can do this, there's the original game, and the rest of the book was an art book, which that's why I like this so much. So it's pretty nifty. I know you can't see it that well, but maybe I can do a video on that later on. But we have, again, I gotta fix my camera. Alright, so here's the interior of the Jem Hadar ship. Stand here, you have no view screen. Hence is why that visor's on my face, because, you know, you gotta have one of those to see out. It's supposed to only work with Cardassian Jem Hadar, but you got racks right up here. My small craft selector again. And as you can tell, there's no map at all. So this is all that there is for the bridge. But I am still happy with it. And sorry is, I guess, the bank person. Like, I'll even... There you go. Can't go through that door. There you go. Can't go through that door. But I'll turn around this way so you get a better look. That is the Jem Hadar Bridge, so... Very quick and easy. The next one we got loading up will probably be the Kelvin timeline, I believe. I have 2 Kelvin timeline ships. I don't know if they're different. So we're going to load up the first one, which might be the Intel Dreadnought, and see, you know. Okay, that was cool. I've never heard that before. Okay, it's going to be the Kelvin timeline Enterprise, followed by the Kelvin timeline Dreadnought. I really do like this ship. This is one of my favorite command ships, I guess it would be, to fly. So, we are going to go to Starship Bridge. Now, the other command ship I like flying is the one we started out with first that I gave the Enterprise ship to, or Enterprise Bridge to, and that is the Operation Command Battlecruiser. I like any ship that gives me 4 nacelles, so that ship is like, yes. And I get the platforms, and I get command abilities. That's what beats that ship over this ship, so I love that thing. And lens flare out the butt. Like, they made sure they left the lens flare in. So again, we got Rax is my ship selector. Potato Head's a pilot. Or no, tactical? Yeah, I like to say he's the tactical and then the pilot's supposed to be over here, but yeah. Ooh, did they add? No, I don't think they did. I was about ready to get excited because last time in here, they didn't have the turbo decks open. Yeah. So yeah, here is, what is this one? Account bank, okay. There's the front of the ship. We're just gonna rotate around. There's the Kelvin timeline bridge for the Enterprise. I enjoy a lot of these interiors. I want to see them incorporate it more into the game. Anyway, I hate space or ground combat. I love space combat, but I just think they're cool to have. Alright, we're gonna change. Oh, that ain't what I wanted. There we go. There it is. Kelvin, the USS Noonien. Bam! Look at that. It's a beast. Skew. I had Sloppy Joe's for dinner, and I don't think it's agreeing with me. But I have never been to this bridge, so I don't know what it's set up to be. If it is one of the generic bridges, well, you'll see what the generic interior looks like. If it decides it wants to load. There it goes. A little bit more. Tiny bit more. You can do it. Oh, wow. Okay. I like this. It has that same lens flare effect to it. And then you got this, which that is awesome. Especially the fact you can look down between the opening and the hole. This is the Intel Dreadnought Cruiser, I believe. And the same set of things that you could do in here. Small ship selector, interior, yeah, same things you can do in normal. This small ship selector, bank, files, and no turbo lift. But just, wow. Just look at that scale. That is amazing. Here, have some jitter. It has that like soft blue, but it still has that lens flare to it, I believe. If you can turn it on. I won't say lens flare. I'm going to say bright. It has the brightness to it. We'll leave this interior. So that makes me hope that the other Jem Hadar ships have different interiors than each other. Because the two Kelvin timelines have different interiors. Alright, so we're gonna... Did it again. There we go. We'll do this one. Woohoo! Eventually when I do or not do, but get enough money to buy the... what do you call them? Intrepid? Yeah, Intrepid bridge or ship pack with the bridge and the ship. That's when we will look at the interiors of Voyager. There's two different ones like you saw in the Sea Star and the customization. There's a Voyager series and then Voyager Now. So, because there is a lot of things you do on the interior of Voyager during the Delta Quadrant mission line. And I like just seeing the differences is rather nice. And no, it's the same. I think it's a little bit brighter, but it is the exact same bridge. Now I'm gonna select one of my bigger ships that I haven't seen yet, because I want to see if I do have a standard bridge available for you guys to see. We're going to do the Science Tactical Battlecruiser, or Science Operations Battlecruiser, whatever they call them. These are the ships I like. All of mine look probably identical, but I just love them. Visit the Starship interior. And yes, you really want to know this? This is a pajama set. So comfy and warm. I actually got the pants hemmed, which you can't see them now, but if you're watching Mr. Maynard's video with us setting up the PC last night, you saw me wearing them. Oh my god, they're so warm. And the reason why we got the processor I did right now, we are using 6% processor speed, which last time I streamed I was using like 80%. Hey, lucky us. So here, there we go. Here is the one that I used to pick for my larger ships, which I'm going to zoom out, hopefully. There we go. This is what the Enterprise D-esque style interiors used to be, and I used to have this on all of my ships. And as you see on the corners, there's nothing. But if you come over here, again, nothing besides your ready room, which has all your functions, library, duty officers, bank. We can look out this window and see nothing. You got the account bank. You can set up your trophies, which I'm like shelf 1. We'll do Excalibur. Not Excalibur. Don't mind me with reading. We'll do Galaxy. Oh, I guess I have to get closer to shelf 2. I'll just do Prometheus. I like those two. And just look around. Again, I wish I could change the painting, but we can't. We're gonna come back out. What I was talking about was right here. Just big old nothing. Like, they put a lot of extra space into the ship, which I like. And again, that side, a big old nothing. This side, there's two nothings, but one of them has a turbo lift, actually. Right here. And that's the size of that bridge. So we were just in here. Captain's chair's right here. The two pilots are right there. Oh, and I guess this is all that this one has. I thought this one had more than that. Okay. And I can't select a small ship from here. Wow. I really did think there was more to the interiors with these other styles. I must be smoking something, or not realizing how everything looks. It's been a while since I've seen the original set of bridges interiors because of the ones I have unlocked. Now, lastly, we're going to do the small craft. We'll do this guy here. Because I want to see if this one is different from the other ones. Like, I got an itch right on the top of my head. Nope, they're all the same. And again, we got to zoom in. There we go. Got your pilot. You got your account bank and everything. Files. Select your ship. Is that all I have? Okay. Yeah, okay. Activate. There you go. So, this is a new thing they added in here that I don't remember about. You come in here and I guess it saves the last two ships you're in. And you can push in left thumbstick to activate it, or press X to ready it, and you'll just transfer into that ship. And then whenever you hold down A to go to leave interior, that's what you'll be in. So, I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Okay, I didn't say favorite. I had to think for a minute. I'm like, okay, no. The old way I used to end videos was you like, comment, share, and add to favorites. But I don't say that anymore because I don't see favorites anymore. It's like add to list. So, yeah. List are now favorites, I guess. And if you like what you see and you want to help support the channel, don't forget to look down below. Down below. Any of the links down there are Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. If you're watching this on Twitch, it'll be YouTube. And then there's Patreon and PayPal donation links. Either one helps out. We just added a new thing. If you donate $1, you get access to the Discord chat. I think you get into Patreon credits. I had to think about that one. There's one other one for $1, which I can't remember. Like, you donate $1, you get all of them. And then at $5, you get, I'd like to say, oh crap, I don't even know what the $5 one is anymore. We're going to find out, because I want to make sure you guys know this. $5 group chat on Facebook, that's what it is. That's the one I just created. So we have, you get private Discord chat, credits and videos as Patreons, blog post, which I know the podcast hasn't been a thing, but if you want to hear my written, like, thoughts on something, that'll be something posted for Patreons only in the Patreon window. 10, you get to ask questions. Once a month, I'll answer questions to you guys in the Patreon chat, either in a video format or just respond to you in text. And then the 25 amount is you become a stream moderator in chat. which is like right now, if you're on Twitch watching me, if somebody's chatting and they're disobeying the rules, yeah, time them out for a minute. Or you warn them, or you do whatever you have to do to keep everybody polite and peaceful and respecting the rules and respecting each other. And then the other thing that you get with that as well is you get put into the stream host list of channels that I host. And that is another thing that I'm slowly trying to build. And I hope you guys like those rewards, I guess they were, or perks. Because you guys are helping me out, and I'm trying to help you out in return. And one thing I hope to do with the chat, or even the blog post or the questions, is try to get whoever is trying to start out on YouTube a little help, more than what I had when I started before I joined the network back long ago. Which, that is everything. Don't forget to check the 4 windows of the video, and you will see links or annotations or whatever they're called now, leading you to different things. Or subscribing to the channel if you're not already. So peace out, everybody. I really enjoyed this.